Bruh, look at this dude. Wait till you see the. No, 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 no.
This is a Faster Track production.
Hello. Today's video is going to be about the Astro C40 Tournament Ready Controller. We're going to talk about my 2-year review with this controller because this controller now has been out for 2 years. We'll talk about the pros and the cons, and if I had to replace any of the modules, if my controller broke, any of that, and how it's been holding up. Also, I did get modules, just to show you, but that's for an upcoming video, so stay tuned on that. But let's get to it. What is going on, you wonderful people? My name is Brandon. Welcome back to Crayton TV. So in today's video, just before I start that off, I want to say we have made it. Woo! We have made it. 1,571 subscribers. Just to think that I never thought when I first started YouTube that I would even get this far. And so I want to thank all you guys that have been hitting the subscribe button, liking the videos, leaving comments down below, asking questions. I am always here to respond to everybody, answer you guys' questions. So I want to say thank you again. Thank you all for your support. On our way to 1,600 subscribers, but it doesn't stop there. Next, we're really headed on to 2,000. So let's get there soon. If you're new here and you enjoy this type of content, make sure you like this video, subscribe if you're new, continue sharing, ask questions if you have it. I do respond to everybody, but now let's get to it. Today's video, let's talk about the 2 years of the Astro C40 Tournament Ready Controller. I've been having this controller since it came out. It's been 2 years. Oh, yeah, 2 years I've been having this controller. We're going to talk about the ups and downs, the pros and cons of the controller, the packaging itself, how it's been holding up. So let's start off first right here with the packaging. You can see for over my 2 years, the packaging's still been holding up. It's very durable, very well built and made for this Astro. You got the logo right there. My stuff has always stayed, precious. Once you open right here, you get your 10-foot cable, charging cable. That's right there. You get the controller itself. Let's take that out. I did put my control freaks in there because you can use control freaks with the Astro C40 Tournament Ready Controller. You get some little padding for the controller to sit on. So this is the full packaging of it. Yes, so when you buy the Astro C40 Tournament Ready Controller, you do not get an extra one of these or the D-pad. I just bought mine just so I can show you guys the full packaging of what it looks like. This is the full packaging. So you get your toolkit. You get 2 short concave, 2 short dome thumbsticks, 1 tall concave, and 1 tall dome. Yeah, right. So that's what it looks like. So my packaging has still been holding up everything else, but this is how you want to take your controller with you everywhere. If you want to switch out stuff like that, it's the full packaging itself. Here's the controller. You guys can see if you can see any wear and tear on the controller. So a little bit of wear and tear, but this is 2 years. I've been having a controller since it came out day 1. Everything's all still looking good for some point. Nothing on my controller has never broken. So I was one of the lucky, unfortunate ones because I know some people tell me their controller is broke or maybe just being a little bit too rough. My controller's been working fine. I still have the grip to it. Analog sticks still work. I did purchase just to make extra stick modules. I purchased 2 of them. I will do a separate video on how to set them up because when you take them out of the box, it does not connect to the controller. You have to recalibrate the controller. So I will do a future video on that. Stay tuned for that. I also did buy a concave stick pack just to have extra. Certain control freaks, what I have learned, my experience, I had learned is that certain control freaks work better with different thumbsticks. Like with the concave, certain ones work. With the dome, other ones work. So it's just all your preference on which ones you want to use. You haven't checked out my last video, I'll leave a card link that's up here on how to downgrade your controller back to old software so you can use your controller. I will do an updated video on if the new version is out, because the new update is out, and I'll test it out, see if it's ready yet for Mac to see if that works. The controller for me over my 2 years lifespans of using this controller has been great. I haven't had no problems with it. Just the only thing that sucks is when you play on like PC games, you can't use the touch bar. But it's more made for PlayStation. But if you do play on PC or if you play on Mac, yeah, the touch bar, if you use your touch bar, like if you're playing Fortnite, for example, touch bar will not edit or work, if you use that to pull out your pickaxe. I have noticed that if you do not, when you take the faceplate back off, if you take it off and you don't put it on properly, it will not work. So make sure if you do want to replace these or switch your modules, you put the faceplate back on secured. I did try to play, because this right here is parallel. I did try to play offset, where I moved this thumbstick up here and swap this around. I tried to play that. It felt so weird. So I'm not even going to show you that video on that, because I was playing terrible. And this 2 years lifespan of this controller, it's been feeling great. For the 2 years, like normally, real pro controllers, they come out, they break. If you real hard on your controller, they'll break in 3 to 6 months. But for me to spend $200 on this controller for 2 years and it's still holding up, that's really good. I'm hoping they bring out a software update so it can work with the PS5. Who knows? Right now, it's just still too early to share. Or they could be working on a version 2. So if Astro, you're working on a version 2, let me get that. I might need to do another review on that. But I'm gonna let you know this video is not being sponsored at all by Astro. So that being said, but this is my 2-year review. How the controller's been doing good. Never had to replace my adapters, toolkits, nothing. All my stuff has been working. The cable's still working good. Cable's still solid. I keep all my stuff nice and clean. You can see up here, you got your wired connection, Wi-Fi, and then your profiles. You have 1 and 2. You can have multiple profiles with this controller if you don't know already, but you can set them up multiple profiles using the software and everything else, which I will show you and all that other stuff. Now, the cons of the controller, like any ups and downs, have I broke anything, modules. So for my controller for the 2 years, no, all my stuff has been working. Over the 2-year lifespan of me using this, I can say that after a while, the thumbsticks will start to get stick drift a lot, and it will get stuck, like it doesn't want you to move or nothing. So that's why I bought replacements. But other than that, no, my triggers are still good. You see, I keep them up. If I put them down, you get the full trigger, like full, goes all the way down, all the way in, and mine still do it, but I always like quick trigger, so I left mine up. Other than that, for this 2 years, the controller's still durable, still works great quality. These coming out the box, the stick modules are great to have an extra set just in case you do anything with your controller, because I know some of y'all are kind of rough with your controllers. Hey, the Astro C40 been working great. Been loving this controller. Right now, I can still say I'm still rocking with Astro C40. I love this controller. Now, let me show you a little bit of the software. All right, so, as you know, when you got the Astro C40 Tournament Ready controller, this is how the web page, the software configuration looks like when you open it. The controller, it says no device plug-in. You want to take your cable. You guys already know the routine. Plug it into your controller. It'll connect. It's going to switch. Bring up your profiles, let you know that your controller is synced out. You got profile 1 and 2. That's why I say you can have multiple profiles. And then inside those profiles, you can have different other profiles inside those. If you want to make extras, like if I click on mine, how it says BMC, I can make additionals, creating over here. So you can have a lot of profiles over here. That's why I say, if you haven't already, get you an Astro C40 Tournament Ready controller to use with the PS4, or you can use it on PlayStation 5 if you're using PS4 version of games. So remember that. You can use the Astro C40 Tournament Ready controller if you're using the PS4 version of the game. Can't use the PS5 version. It won't work. But you can have multiples of that. So we're going to go to View Profile. That's why I like the Astro, because it gives you so much customized ability for this controller. As you can see, you got the mapping right here. You can change everything that you want. What buttons is which. Your paddle buttons, your left and your right, you can change those to whatever one. You just can't make them to your triggers buttons, as I can show you. So if you want to add it, you can make it. Well, you can't make it as L2 or R2, but you can make it anything else. So we'll put that back to X, and you guys can see, got my triggers. Once I click on that, you see, full. If I bring it down, if I take the trigger stops off, then they go all the way, going all the way down. If I bring them up, I still left mine as it is. I haven't changed mine for the whole 2 years. So the audio on the controller is good when you're listening through a headset and everything else. C40 speaker volume, I just bring that down so it don't be so loud. C40 speaker, I got that up to 100%. That's only just for me to listen where I know when the battery is dying. But over the 2 years, my battery has never really died, or I never killed the controller fully. So normally when I game with this, I have gamed with this controller for hours. Let's say like a rough estimate, like 4 hours or longer, and the controller still never died. So it just lets me know, like, when the controller starts shaking or you feel rumbles, to let you know the controller's dying. So that means you need to plug it up. That's how, if you want to know. You got your effects. So I turn my rumbles off because there are rumbles, which is your vibration and everything inside the controller. You can turn those off if you didn't know that already. So mine are turned off. I kept the brightness. The brightness is to this button right here. That also helps me save on battery. So I did cut my LED brightness down to 30%, because when I first got it, that mug was like this. You see how bright that is? Ooh, don't want that. So let's bring that back down to 30. Remember, anything that you do on the controller or you change on the controller, you always want to make sure that you synchronize the controller when you make changes to the controller. That was the Astro C40 Tournament Ready Controller software. This is a 2-year review lifespan. Stay tuned for an updated video on how to get if you buy new modules, stick modules, and how to get them working with the controller when you want to replace them. So stay tuned for a future video on that. That being said, if you did enjoy this video, you're new here, like this type of video, subscribe if you're new, comment down if you have any questions. I'm always here to help. I respond to everybody. We're on our way to 1,600 subscribers. Really could say we're on our way to 2,000 subscribers. So the faster we get there, might do another giveaway coming soon. Who knows? But hope you did enjoy this video. It's your boy Brandon coming to you from Crayton TV. That being said, Astro C40 Tournament Ready Controller, 2 years review. It's been doing great. And let's see how long we can keep going. And if Astro brings out another version, let's believe I will be getting that one. But other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next video. God bless everybody. And I'm signing out of here. Peace.